Dear students, today our topic is plusque parfait. We have already done a few past tenses in class 9. This is also past tense. We have done passé composé and we have done imparfait. Plusque parfait, if you see the word itself, the name itself, it shows plus means more, que means than, parfait means perfect. So more than perfect. What does it mean? We have already done one perfect tense, that is passé composé. As you know, it is a perfect tense where the action is completed, right? Similarly, we have another tense plusque parfait, which is more perfect than the perfect tense, right? Like in English, we have done in English you all must have done the past perfect tense, right? So la plusque parfait tense corresponds to past perfect tense in English. For example, in English you say I had done my work, I had finished my dinner, I had gone to the market. So in that case you put had and then third form of the verb, right? So similarly it corresponds, the plusque parfait corresponds same to the past perfect tense which is there in English. Okay, now let us learn more about plusque parfait. Where is it used? Plusque parfait is used to indicate an action in the past that occurred or took place before another action in the past. Try to understand this thing. You have already done a tense called future antérieur. In that also future antérieur used to denote an action which will have happened first in the future, right? And then next action will follow. Similarly here this tense is in past, right? This tense is in past. So first action which took place in the past is going to be in plusque parfait. Then the next action can be in some other past tense. It could be a passé composé or imparfait. Let us understand it more with the help of this time axe. Can you see this time axe? Right? So here you can see that we are in present. This is the present tense. And after present you see this is the future. It includes the future simple, future antérieur, future past, all the tenses here. Now let us come to the past. So here this is the action in past. So here this is passé composé and it could be any past tense, passé composé or imparfait. We have done both this tense. But before this action, for example, some action is taking place in past or has taken place in past. This is of course the past action. It could be passé composé or imparfait. But before this action also, if there is some other action which took place, that action will be in plusque parfait. Maybe for example something I did yesterday, that could be passé composé, okay, if the action is finished, or if it is continuing, that will be imparfait, right? But yesterday I did this action, day before yesterday whatever action took place, that will be conjugated in plusque parfait. Okay, so that is why we say that it is the first action that took place in the past, right? And also for this reason also we call it as past in the past. Why? See the acts again. Here it is the past in the past. This whole thing is in the past. So plusque parfait basically past in the past. So this is what plusque parfait is. Now let us see some example. Also you will understand it better with the example. Let's see this example. The example is J'avais déjà mangé quand il est arrivé. Just see this again. J'avais déjà mangé. I had already eaten quand il est arrivé, when he arrived. Okay. So in the above example, the verb manger, if you see the verb manger is in plusque parfait. Ave manger. Manger has been conjugated in plusque parfait. So is in plusque parfait as it is the first action that took place in the past. This was the first action that I had already eaten. And second action is il est arrivé. Then he arrived. When he arrived, I had already eaten. So arrivé, that is why arrivé is in passé composé. As I told you, when there are two actions happening in a sentence, the first action which took place in the past, you will conjugate it in plusque parfait. The second action which took place It can be in passé composé, or sometimes it can be in imparfait also. If the action, as you know the uses of imparfait, if the action is continuous or if it is describing something in the past, so it has to be imparfait. But here in this sentence, the second sentence is in passé composé. Most of the times you will find that with the first sentence in plus que parfait, the next action which took place will be in most of the times in passé composé, right? Let's see some important points also regarding plus que parfait. Sometimes in a sentence the action which took place first is mentioned in the sentence and the latter or the next is not mentioned in the same sentence. It is just implied. What does it mean? For example, just take the first example only. In this sentence, what if I just end a sentence here like this: J'avais déjà mangé, right? I had already eaten. Sometimes the sentence is given like this only, and quand il est arrivé is not given, but it is implied. You can understand, you can guess that, right? I had already eaten. Maybe I had thought in my mind when he arrived. So it is not compulsory that these two they will mention the second sentence also. It is not important that they will always write the second sentence also, but if something had already taken place in the past, that is in plus que parfait. You will understand it more with this example. Let's see, like il n'avait pas mangé. Il n'avait pas mangé, he had not eaten. Okay, I have written in the bracket avant de faire ses devoirs, before doing his homework. So if in this sentence you can see that sentence can be ended here also. He had not eaten. This is an independent sentence. You need not continue it with the other sentence. Okay, so sometimes you will find that plus que parfait sentences are given independently also. The second sentence is not mentioned, or maybe it is employed only. You may guess it in your mind that okay, il n'avait pas mangé, maybe for some reason, maybe avant de faire ses devoirs, before doing his homework, right? So this can be given independently also, the sentence of plus que parfait. Let's